I thought I was doing everything right, counting calories, squeezing in cardio, following all the rules. But instead of losing fat, I was losing strength. My body felt softer, slower, and nothing I did seemed to work anymore. That's when I learned the hard truth. After 40, the weight you're losing isn't always fat, it's your muscle. And that changes everything. Once I understood what was really happening inside my body, how dieting, cardio, and low protein was silently sabotaging my metabolism, I finally saw results. Not just on the scale, but in how I felt, moved, and looked. Today, I'm sharing the exact exercises and strategies that helped me rebuild muscle, boost my metabolism, and feel strong again. Welcome, I'm Michelle, and in this video, I'll take you inside the truth about weight loss after 40. Here's what nobody tells us about turning 40. Our body rewrites the entire playbook for weight loss overnight. The same calorie deficit that worked in your 30s now triggers a biological defense system that protects fat while sacrificing muscle. Your hormones have literally changed the rules, and you're still playing by the old ones. Let me break down what's happening inside your body right now. During perimenopause and menopause, your estrogen levels don't just dip, they plummet. Most women think estrogen only controls hot flashes and mood swings, but it's actually your muscle's best friend. Estrogen helps your body build and maintain muscle tissue while keeping your metabolism humming. When estrogen drops, your body loses its ability to hold on to muscle during any kind of calorie restriction. Let's start with first exercises. Goblet squat. Stand tall, feet shoulder width, holding a single dumbbell or kettlebell up at your chest like a goblet. Brace your core, push hips back, and sink until thighs are at least parallel to the floor, knees tracking over mid-foot. Driven by quads, glutes, and core, this squat restores bone-building load to hips and spine while revving calorie burn. Can't lift heavy? Do an air squat or chair squat, adding a mini band just above the knees to keep the glute medius firing and prevent the knees from caving in. Your growth hormone levels start declining in your 30s and accelerate their nosedive after 40. Growth hormone is what repairs and builds your muscle tissue while you sleep. Without adequate levels, your body can't recover from workouts or maintain existing muscle mass. Even worse, your testosterone levels, yes, women need testosterone too, drop significantly during this time. Testosterone is crucial for muscle protein synthesis, which is how your body actually builds new muscle fibers. Here's where it gets really ugly. Every pound of muscle you lose drops your resting metabolic rate by about 7 calories per day. That might not sound like much, but lose 10 pounds of muscle, and you're burning 70 fewer calories daily just sitting on the couch. Over a year, that's equivalent to gaining 7 pounds of fat if you eat the same amount. Your body is literally slowing down its calorie-burning engine while you're trying to lose weight. The insulin resistance piece makes everything worse. As hormones shift, your cells become less responsive to insulin, the hormone that moves sugar from your blood into your muscles for energy. Instead of using calories for fuel, your body starts storing them as fat, particularly around your midsection. This happens even when you're eating less than before. The cruel part is how gradual this process feels. You don't wake up one morning unable to lose weight. Instead, each diet gets a little harder, takes a little longer, and leaves you a little more frustrated. You blame yourself for lacking willpower when your biology has fundamentally changed underneath you. You keep cutting calories and adding more cardio because that's what always worked before. Here's the thing. The harder you restrict calories using traditional methods, the faster you accelerate muscle loss. Your body sees the calorie deficit as a threat and starts breaking down muscle tissue to fuel essential functions. Add hours of cardio to the mix, and you're essentially telling your body that muscle is expendable while fat stores are precious resources to protect. This creates a vicious cycle that gets worse with each diet attempt. You lose weight initially, mostly muscle and water, then your metabolism slows down. You regain the weight, but now you have less muscle and a slower metabolism than when you started. Each cycle leaves you weaker and more metabolically damaged than before. Understanding this biological shift is your first step toward breaking free from the diet trap that's been sabotaging your efforts. The real enemy isn't the calories you're eating. It's what happens to your precious muscle tissue when you restrict them without the right strategy. With a barbell or pair of dumbbells against the fronts of your thighs, hinge at the hips, soft knees, back flat, until you feel a hamstring stretch. Then power the hips forward to stand. Romanian deadlift reactivates the entire posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, spinal erectors that decades of desk work and cardio neglect. No weights handy? Loop a thick resistance band under your feet and behind your neck or shoulders. Perform the same hip hinge good morning pattern, squeezing glutes at the top. There's a silent thief working inside your body right now, and it's been the real saboteur behind every failed diet attempt you've ever made. This thief has a name: sarcopenia. While you've been focused on the number on the scale, sarcopenia has been quietly stealing the very tissue that keeps your metabolism strong and your body functioning. Sarcopenia is age-related muscle loss, and it's not some distant concern for your 70s. It starts in your 30s and accelerates like a freight train when you combine it with restrictive dieting and hours of cardio. Every time you cut calories without protecting your muscle, you're essentially handing sarcopenia the keys to your metabolic health. Here's the shocking reality. Women lose between 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade after age 30. But when you add traditional dieting into the mix, that rate can double or even triple. Think about that for a moment. If you're 45 and have been yo-yo dieting for the past 15 years, you could have lost 15 to 20% of your muscle mass already. That's like throwing away your body's most efficient calorie-burning engine piece by piece. Let me show you exactly what this muscle loss costs you metabolically. Each pound of muscle tissue burns 6 to 7 calories per day just to maintain itself, even when you're sleeping or sitting at your desk. Fat tissue burns virtually nothing, maybe 1 to 2 calories per pound daily. Now, do the math with me. If you've lost just 5 pounds of muscle through your dieting cycles, you're burning 35 fewer calories every single day. That's nearly 4 pounds of potential fat gain just from the muscle you've lost. This creates a metabolic death spiral that gets worse with each diet attempt. Less muscle means your body burns fewer calories at rest. Fewer calories burned means it's easier to gain fat and harder to lose it. You end up needing to eat less and less just to maintain your weight, let alone lose any. Meanwhile, your body composition shifts toward more fat and less muscle, even if the scale weight stays the same. But sarcopenia doesn't stop at just slowing your metabolism. Your muscles are constantly pulling on your bones through daily movement and exercise. This pulling action signals your bones to stay strong and dense. When you lose muscle mass, you lose those crucial signals. Your bones start to weaken and become brittle. Osteoporosis isn't just about calcium intake. It's directly connected to how much muscle you have pulling on those bones. The mobility consequences are even more immediate and frightening. Sarcopenia doesn't just make you look less toned. It steals your ability to get up from a chair without using your hands, climb stairs without getting winded, or carry groceries without strain. Each pound of lost muscle brings you closer to losing your independence. Fall risk increases dramatically because you don't have the muscle strength to catch yourself or the power to maintain balance. Here's what gives me hope for you. Sarcopenia is completely preventable and largely reversible. Your muscles can rebuild and grow stronger even in your 50s, 60s and beyond. but only if you stop feeding the process that's destroying them and start giving your body what it actually needs to build and maintain muscle tissue. The solution isn't as simple as just eating more protein, though. It's about understanding the precise timing and strategy that makes protein work for muscle building instead of just expensive calories. Next, we have dumbbell bench or floor press. Lying on a bench or the floor, press dumbbells from elbows bent up to straight arms, lower under control. This lift rebuilds the chest, shoulders, and triceps that keep posture tall and make everyday pushing easier. Alternative, classic push-ups or a standing band chest press with the band wrapped around your mid-back. Same elbow path, same squeeze at the top. Here's the counterintuitive truth that's been sabotaging your efforts. You're protein deficient even though you think you're eating enough. Most women over 40 are walking around in a state of chronic protein shortage, and they have no idea it's happening. You might be tracking every calorie, weighing your food, and following your diet plan perfectly, but your muscles are literally starving while your fat cells are getting fed. When you cut calories, you automatically cut protein. It's simple math that creates a devastating problem. Let's say you normally eat 1,800 calories daily and get about 90 grams of protein. When you drop to 1,200 calories for weight loss, you're probably only getting 60 grams of protein, maybe less. Your body doesn't care that you're trying to lose weight. It still needs the same amount of protein to maintain your muscle tissue, repair daily damage, and run essential functions like immune system support and hormone production. Next, one arm bent over row. Support one hand and knee on a bench, torso parallel to the floor, then pull a dumbbell toward your hip, pausing to pinch the shoulder blade. Rows counterbalance all that pressing, strengthen lats and mid-back, and improve shoulder stability. Equipment light option. Stand on a long band and row both handles, or slide under a sturdy table bar for inverted rows. Body stiff like a plank while you pull up. Here's where things get really ugly. The recommended daily allowance for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. That recommendation was designed to prevent disease, not to maintain muscle mass in women over 40 who are trying to lose weight. For a 150-pound woman, that's only 54 grams of protein daily. That's woefully inadequate for someone dealing with declining hormones and trying to preserve muscle during a calorie deficit. When you don't eat enough protein, your body doesn't just politely wait for your next meal. It starts breaking down your muscle tissue to get the amino acids it needs for survival. Your heart, brain, and immune system need specific amino acids to function properly. If you're not eating them, your body will tear apart your biceps, glutes, and core muscles to get them. This happens every single day you undereat protein. The timing factor makes this muscle breakdown even worse. Your body can only use about 25 to 30 grams of protein at one time for muscle building. If you eat 60 grams of protein at dinner and nothing for breakfast or lunch, you're wasting most of that protein while your muscles starve for 16 hours. Your body needs steady protein intake throughout the day to maintain muscle protein synthesis, especially as you age. Combining inadequate protein with hours of cardio creates a muscle-wasting furnace inside your body. Cardio burns calories, but it also breaks down muscle tissue for fuel when you don't have enough protein and carbohydrates available. Your body sees all that muscle tissue as an expensive luxury it can't afford to maintain. Meanwhile, it clings to fat stores because they're metabolically cheap and provide emergency energy. Your age makes this protein puzzle even more challenging. Older muscles become resistant to protein synthesis, a condition called anabolic resistance. Your 40-year-old muscles need more protein stimulus to build the same amount of tissue that your 25-year-old muscles could build with less. This means you need significantly more protein than younger women just to maintain what you have. Women over 40 who want to preserve muscle during weight loss need 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, spread across 3 to 4 meals daily. For that 150-pound woman, that's 82 to 109 grams of high-quality protein every single day. Standing dumbbell overhead press. From shoulder height, press dumbbells straight overhead without leaning back. Besides sculpting shoulders, this lift hammers your core and teaches the spine to stabilize under load, a major fall prevention benefit after 40. All this knowledge means nothing if you keep doing what you've always done. Every day you wait to change your approach, you lose more muscle that you'll have to work twice as hard to rebuild later. If you found this video helpful, please like and comment below. It helps us reach and support more women. Thanks for watching.